Hi, welcome back to 50 Shades of Blonde. I'm Missy Day.
And Jill Branson.
I'm so excited. So we already got to spend some time with this beautiful woman earlier today.
Yes, we did.
And now I'm so glad that you're back on the show. Alicia Mejia, who is, what do I call you?
You call me the love doctress.
She is the love doctress. She's the thing of all things love. And welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here and see you twice in one day. This
I
is like,
know.
yay me. Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a story about that real quick.
Okay, yes.
Off topic, but what the heck. So I had to do a photo shoot, and so she said, make a heart with your hands. Well, I've never done that before. And so it was sad.
You can't judge your heart.
She had to, place my fingers. She goes, there, do you see it? So I'm like, you know what? Just never mind.
Rorschach me to death. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. It's fine. Not at all awkward, I'm sure.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So this beautiful woman has an app. How cool is that? That you get to
That
have
is
your
very.
own
I
app.
was so shocked when you said, "Oh, I went, wow, whoa, how
Yeah.
awesome is that?"
2 weeks. It
Yeah.
pays to know people, I swear. So 2 weeks from concept to reality. So it was one of those things that we had looked into doing a project related to this about a year ago, and it just didn't work. You know how you bang your head every which way but sideways? And then this time we had an idea at our MASH, our mastermind group, and yeah, called my friend Sean, who is awesome, Sean Wells with Vocal Swarm Media, and he was like, yeah, he's always been, to his credit, been behind the Worldwide Love Story as a concept.
Oh.
And so when we said this is a smaller, sort of more manageable part, that could you do this in 2 weeks? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. And then when it happened, I just went, when it finally happened, I was like, oh, this is so great, I'm so happy. Let's cry everywhere. So yeah, it was great.
All right, so you have to
great.
tell everybody what's the app and why you did it.
Okay, so my mission in life is simply to raise the vibration of love on the planet. And the app is called 365 Days of Love. And what it does is it delivers into the palm of your hand, your heart-shaped hands, if you're Missy. We're all going to practice from time to time. But what it does is it delivers into the palm of your hand a new language with which to say I love you every day for a year. And so you have the ability to share it. You can change out the background photos if you want to make pictures of Fred and send out the love. You can do that. So it's really, it's fairly exciting. And it's been cool to watch and track things too, because looking at the back end, you can see that it's been downloaded in like Jordan and Colombia, or not Colombia. I'll have Rhonda delete it and re-download it when she gets to Colombia so that we can actually do that there. But no, like Myanmar and Cambodia, like
That is so cool.
it's just so cool. It's so cool. Raising the vibration of love just one day at a time.
And we're excited because our androids.
Yes, I'm
Next.
so excited too. I was. Well, let's just say we'll give you a month-ish. How's that? So,
Okay.
Yeah, and it has
Okay.
to be a steady build-up of anticipation for you Android users. But yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys get to share the love too, definitely.
Yes.
I love the story that you shared today about when you talked about when you were in the wedding industry
Yes.
and that you could give a crap whether or not they were actually getting married.
Oh, good. I was wondering. I got in the car afterwards. You know how sometimes things just randomly fly out of your mouth, and I went, I wonder if I offended anyone by saying that, but.
No.
I can only speak my own truth. And yeah, so my background is in the wedding industry. I've been out in Vegas doing that for about 7 years now. And it's a fantastic industry to be in. Mayor Goodman came and spoke one time and she said, you guys get to be with people at the happiest times of their lives. It could be worse. You could be morticians. And I was like, wow, we really do. It's like, it's always a peak for people. Very stressful, but also very happy for them. So yeah, but when it came down to it, I was not, like, the weddings themselves didn't do anything for me. I was fascinated by how people met in the first place and what it was like
Right.
about that person that attracted them in the first place, and even over time, like what it was about that person that allowed them to stay together, that made them say, I pick you.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
yeah,
So
which is how this came to start.
because I know that you collect stories of people sometime and you talk to people. So what is the longest you've ever talked to somebody that they've been married? The longest?
Oh boy, 65 years, I want to say.
Wow.
Wow.
Is that possible? Yeah, that's possible.
That's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. I saw somebody in the paper the other day that had been married 74 years, and that's older. I mean, I went,
And
whoa.
they get married when they were 10?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive
Wow.
to me.
They
So-
were
That's
in
a
their
long time.
90s.
I feel like everyone that has a story, especially people that have been together that long,
Uh-huh.
have a story to tell. And so that's the whole purpose of me collecting stories on the Worldwide Love Story side of things, is to show what's worked for other people, so that those of us who may not have figured it out yet, or are in the process of trying,
Yeah.
can learn from those people and like take what works and leave what doesn't. So
Was it the movie When Harry Met Sally? Is that the one where they show clips of the couple sitting on the
Yes.
couch? I love that.
Uh-huh.
that one little couple where the lady, she just sits there and she nods at everything that the husband says, and she doesn't say a word. Like, it's so cute. Yeah, and it's all those things that sort of build together, and then all of a sudden one day you have this inspiration for an idea. I know that had to have a part in it, because I love that movie. So.
Me too.
Yep.
Okay, so another thing I'm very excited about that you shared today is when you were talking with Julia, and talk again about the little book thing with the stories.
Oh.
Because like she was sharing, and I know that there are some people, I have a lot of stuff that I've saved, through the time that we were dating and married
Right.
and everything.
I save all
And-
the cards.
Yeah, and it's just all in a box that I never take out and look at. But when you were sharing that, an example of things that you can do, with that stuff, I thought that was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so people ask me for different ideas on things, and my response is, if it serves the greater purpose of raising the vibration of love, then yes, I'm in. And it can be whatever that happens to look like. So in your case, Julia said she had these letters. It was one side though, right? It was just someone's copies of letters, which I think is fascinating. And I feel like these are artifacts of love in a way,
They
if you
are.
will. And so I love the idea of using them and preserving them in some sort of artistic way. I saw an example recently where this woman had found letters. It was either I think it was her grandfather, uncle, some distant relative, and she found his letters and went so far as to have a font made from his handwriting. And the font
Oh.
ended up winning like all these design awards and all kinds of cool things.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, so the book that I was
Very
referring
cool.
to is called Griffin and Sabine. There's like 3 of them, or
Yes.
Sabine's Notebook, or whatever. But what it is, it's like a pop-up book for adults who believe in love. So,
Oh.
yay, right? And so it has these envelopes, and they're like stuck to the pages. And when you turn them, then you can open the envelopes, and like it's on like real airmail paper, and you can like
Oh.
it's so good. So we could do something like that for her, to preserve those letters.
That's
Aw.
very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just ask this question. So, what is your take on the whole, because it was a big deal, like the mommy porn thing? Yes, I said porn on the show. 50 Shades of Grey.
It's just kind of interesting. What about it? Oh, you want to know my opinion on it?
Yes.
This is a funny story. Okay, so I pride myself in, I love good literature and I love good writing. Like, I'm a writer, so that's important to me. And I remember when that book came out, and I thought to myself, so this is like, I got a little snooty about it. And then my friend, I was like, I'm not reading that. That's just whatever. And not for the reasons that you think. However, it was because of the writing quality, I thought. So my friend gave me the trilogy for my birthday, and she gave it to me on a Friday, and I did not come out of the house until Monday.
You changed your mind, didn't you?
I did. All of a sudden I was like, this is not bad at all. So what do I think about it? I think it's...
It's a love story, right? I mean, there's a love story in there. I think a lot of people, I remember when somebody asked and I said, yes, I'd read the books, and they were like, you read those books? And it's like, oh my gosh.
Jill's
So,
like, is it warm in here right now? Wait, is my tiara crooked? Okay, no, I'm good.
and I said, it's a love story, for God's sakes. Like, he changed for her. And it's like, they were just like, it is not a love story. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have your blinders on, but if you look past everything else, if you scoot apart the leather and the chains, and you're like, oh yeah, he did love her. Yeah, no, by all means. And besides, I think one of the things that I thought was interesting in my interviews is that I always ask couples the same 5 questions, and then we'll talk. And sometimes it will take 20 minutes, and sometimes it'll take an hour and a half, and we're laughing, we're crying, we're doing all sorts of things. But at the very end, I always ask them, like, what does love mean to you, or how would you define love? And we could have been like this the whole time, yak, 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 yak. And then the second I ask them that, everyone's like, and they can't necessarily quickly and easily define what it is. So that you saw a love story in that, I think is fantastic. And I love that people can't necessarily define what love is, because that way it keeps it inclusionary for all of us. Like, who's to say there wasn't a love story? If you think there was, then there was. It's not up to us to decide.
See,
Right.
you know who you are. There was a love story.
That's right. And I will prove it to you when the 4th book comes out.
Yeah.
I will highlight here, and underscore here.
Well, it's like looking at a piece of art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
Yes,
doesn't
we all
look
see
the
something
same.
different.
Yeah.
It's completely, subjective.
So,
Yeah.
good for you, Missy.
Right.
No.
Color outside or inside the lines. Something, whips and chains excite me. Yes. Do it, Missy. Yeah.
All right, we want to make sure that our viewers know how to reach you.
Awesome. So you can find me on almost every piece of social media under @RomanceCEO. And then the app is called 365 Days of Love, and that's available in the iTunes store now. I will make I'll have a viewing party for you when it comes out on Android.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yay.
super excited about that. Yeah, and then the website, of course, worldwidelovestory.com. So,
Which
all
is
over the
right
place.
behind us.
That's
actually.
right.
Oh, ooh, so yeah, it's awesome. Yes,
Thank you, Alicia. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so glad you could be on.
Yes.
Okay, everyone, let's try it.
And she's going to be back
This is
again.
so stressful.
I know. She'll be back
so
again in June, right?
Yes.
Yes.
She'll be
It's an
back again in
anniversary
June.
show.
Okay.
It's very
Yay.
exciting.
That's so exciting. If you look at the footage of those, I'm the one that's like tucked in the corner.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
still wearing red though. Hey. No, thanks for having me. It was great.
Thank you very much. And stay tuned for our next segment.